America is on its knees. Years of misjudged war and financial collapse have sent the country into chaos. It has been occupied by a foreign force for the first time in its history. Although we're told this is a strictly humanitarian mission, there is another truth. How did this happen? This is not the story of a country, but of a corporation. Not governments, but ideals. This is the story of Apex, and it starts 70 years ago, on the other side of the world. The end of the Korean War and defeat for the North saw the withdrawal of the Soviet Union from the peninsula. North Korea was a country left in ruins. But from the ashes of war came a progressive and open government, formed around the basis of free economy. The country recovered and eventually thrived, and what followed was 20 years of growth. In the early 1970s, the country was captivated by the Soviet moon landing, which started a minor tech boom centred around the towns along the Ryosong River. But one of these inspired Koreans was more talented and more driven than the rest. His name was Tai Jo-se, known as Joe Taisei in the West. Taisei's father was an American GI in the war, who abandoned his mother when the troops withdrew. Nevertheless, his family flourished in the New North, and Joe found enough money to set up a computer company in his garage. He called the company Apex, and it would change the world. Its first product, the Apex One, was a hit. It sold out in North Korea within weeks, and was soon exported all over the world. It made Taisei a millionaire. But more than that, it made him a beacon of the New North, an inspiration to an entire generation. Around the same time, Taisei gave a lecture to contemporaries at the University of Pyongyang. In it, he outlined his philosophy. He believed that the world could be brought together in harmony through technology. As technology continues to advance, with it comes an interconnected network of order and peace. If the human race continued to further technology, we could achieve utopia. His ideas became known as the Ryosong ideology, and were hugely influential. Almost overnight, countless more technology firms opened along the Ryosong, which became known as the Silicon River. What's more, the country had found its purpose, something to work towards, something to define it. This ushers in unprecedented economic growth, with Apex leading the way. By 1985, Apex had become the world's largest corporation. Their technology used in everything from televisions to the International Space Station. Joe Taisei had become an idol in his own country, and a figurehead of industry worldwide. His ideology had transformed North Korea into a global heavyweight. And over the next 2 decades, the corporation and the country continued to grow hand in hand. In 2003, Joe Taisei succumbed to the cancer he had hidden from the Korean people. The country entered a state of national mourning. Apex's power now extended through homes, offices, and even governments. For North Korea, this meant it too held enormous power and influence. Many in the North feared that with his death, this symbiotic relationship between corporation and state may be compromised. But Taisei left a plan. His son. He left John everything. The company and a vast personal fortune. John grew up idolizing his father. Intimidated by his success, enthralled by his worldview, and obsessed by his American heritage. He unsuccessfully searched for the GI grandfather he never knew. And as a teen, was convinced that he was in some way entwined with America. That his destiny was tied to theirs. But most importantly, John inherited his father's ideology. He too believed that technology will make order from chaos. Though he took it more literally than his father had ever intended. John believed that it was his duty to ensure that order is enforced. That peace is only achieved through control, and control is achieved through technology. Within the first few months of John's leadership of Apex, the Advanced Weapons Division was established. It proved highly profitable for Apex, despite multiple resignations of board members unhappy with the corporation's new direction. Their weapon technologies prove far beyond what anybody else is capable of. Governments from all over the world take huge orders of military hardware and software. But John wanted control. So every new piece of Apex technology shipped with remote access. Phones and drones became his eyes and ears. Entirely in secret, Apex had control over huge sections of the world's militaries, including the United States, which was fighting an unwinnable war in the Middle East. In the aftermath of the nuclear attack in Riyadh, the US took a huge order of Apex weapon systems. This, coupled with the breakdown of the US economy, meant America was massively in debt to North Korea. A situation which Taisei intended to exploit. Taisei became North Korean premier after a landslide victory. An unprecedented situation saw him remain the head of Apex, effectively fusing the corporation and the country together. The country now behaved like a private company, and the first order of business was to collect its debts.
President O'Reilly today stood down from office amid growing pressure surrounding the country's mounting debt to North Korea. Premier Taisei has been trying to negotiate a deal between the two countries, though is said to have welcomed the news.
After years of economic turmoil, O'Reilly was forced from office. Volatile and stubborn, O'Reilly would have never given in to Taisei's demands. His successor, General Kyle, was more open to persuasion. Taisei convinced him that the only way to save America is to let North Korea begin a humanitarian mission, to prop up the country and eventually pay what they owe. But in truth, Taisei's secret ideology underpinned everything. He saw in America a country in need of order, with a population in need of control. He promptly ordered the remote shutdown of the entire US military system. And when his KPA troops landed at San Francisco airports, they were welcomed with open arms by a public desperate for help. Now his ideology has found its proving ground. His father's legacy twisted and corrupted into a vast experiment, a secret personal agenda that has changed the course of history. John Taisei's Apex, John Taisei's North Korea, will try to make utopia from the ashes of America through order, surveillance, and control.
It's not a war, we want peace, but y'all gotta give us that. If y'all keep coming and taking everything we got, we gonna take what y'all got. We not playing out here. This is not a war, but we want our rights.